Today's topic is factorization of quadratic polynomials, and the method is splitting the middle term method. We have learned this method in class 8, and we use this method to get the factorization form or the factors of the quadratic polynomial. Basically, we use this method. We use this splitting the middle term method for quadratic polynomial, and I'm going to explain two questions here. Then I'll start the exercise. I'm taking two examples to explain you how to use this method in factorization of quadratic polynomial. Look at this. Okay, so we have a polynomial. We have a polynomial x square minus 10x plus 25. What we do here, this middle term will split into two terms. Okay, that is what the splitting the middle term. So this middle term is now here minus 10x. We'll split, we'll write this 10x as the sum or difference of two terms. Okay, see how. What we do first, we find the number other than this middle term. We find a number in the first term, coefficient I'm talking about. The coefficient is 1, and here the number is 1, not the variable part. Here the number is 1 and the last number is 25. So 1 and 25. Here no number means number is 1 and the last number you have to take. So 1 and 25 multiply. 1 into 25 is 25. Now factorize this number, prime factorization of this number. It goes by 5, you know, 5 5s are 25. So this 25 we got as 5 into 5. Now see here, what is the sign before the constant term? This sign is plus. Since this sign is plus, these two numbers should be written as the sum in such a way that you get this number 10. Now since this now sign is plus, what are you going to do this factorize prime factors? We are going to add, you see, 5 plus 5. If it is minus, suppose, then you have to do minus. Okay, now since it is plus, we will be adding 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5. Check it, this is correct or not. 5 plus 5 is 10. So this is correct. So what we are going to do, x square minus this 10 now we will write as 5 plus 5. This 10 we will write as now 5 plus 5x. Then only we are writing 5 plus 5. So x is outside, plus 25. Done. This is equal to, this is only what you need to understand. Remaining parts are not very difficult. The middle term must be splitted into two terms like this. Okay, now this is equal to x square. Now 10 you have written as 5 plus 5 using this rule. Now open the bracket. So here it is minus plus minus, minus plus minus 5, then x will be coming with this. Again minus plus minus 5, x will be coming with this, plus 25. Okay, this is equal to, now you had three terms. Now you see you got four terms. Now what we do here, from the first two terms, suitably we'll take a variable or number common. You see x 2 times, okay, x into x, here x 1 time. So we can take 1x common. Okay, 2x, 1x, so you can take 1x common. Here no number means number is 1. Here number is 5, 1 and 5. Okay, so 1 is common. So when you write 1 common, we don't. When you take 1 common, we don't write 1. Okay, so now x square 1 means there are 2x. 1x gone outside. 1x is left. Here minus 5x. X already gone outside. What is left here? X minus 5. Check it once again. X into x, x square, correct. Here sign plus 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 plus, x into x, x square. Here plus, then minus, plus minus minus, x into 5, 5x. Now whatever term we get within bracket, the same term should be obtained also within bracket for the other two terms always. Okay, if it is x minus 5, after taking common, here also we should get x minus 5 only, not x plus 5 or anything else. Okay, so beforehand only I can write it now. Since I am getting x minus 5, here also I will be getting x minus 5 after taking a suitable number common. Now 5 and 25, 5 1s are 5 5s are. So from both 5 and 25, 5 is common. Okay, now since I wrote x minus 5 because already the first term is within bracket is x minus 5, so here also it will be x minus 5. So what sign should be taken or put here so that ultimately the previous line before 5x, whatever the sign was there, will be correct? No. So if I put minus, check it here now, minus plus minus 5 into x, 5x, correct? Then again minus minus plus 5 5s are 25. So After taking minus 5 from here, we got this term correct. Once again I am showing minus plus minus 5 into x 5x minus minus plus 5 5 is 25. This is equal to, now since both are having x minus 5 there in both common, okay, so x minus 5 is there in both, so x minus 5 I am taking outside. Now see here, this x minus 5 I am taking outside, what is left? X. This x minus 5 I have taken outside, what is left? Minus 5. So this is the required factorization, because it is now as the product of these two terms. Done. Come back to this another question number 2, x square plus x minus 12. Okay, this is the question. Now this procedure is same. What we'll do, we'll see the number, this x, okay, we'll split into two terms. What is the number here? 1, here 12. I said the first and the last number will multiply, so 1 into 12, 1 12 is 12. Now these 12 will prime factorize by 2, 2 6 again by 2, 2 3. Now you got this number 12 as 2 into 3. Now you got three terms or three factors, prime factors, but actually we should write this number as the sum of 2. So these three numbers should be again converted to two numbers in such a way that we get the number here. What is the number here? This number is 1. So from here we'll try to get the number 1. How? What is the sign here? Minus. So these three prime factors should be converted into two prime factors. Since this sign is minus, their difference should be this number 1. Okay, I'm doing, see how. So 2 to the 4. I multiply these two number, 2 to the 4. Then here it is 3. I'm doing minus. Why? Because this sign is minus. So 4 minus, if it is plus, I have to do plus. Now since this sign is minus, I'm doing minus. So 4 minus 3, check it, 1. Correct. Okay, so let us do now. This is your x square plus this plus 1. 1 I can write as now by this method 4 minus 3. 1 I can write as 4 minus 3. Then x outside minus 12. This is equal to, now x square, open the bracket. So here plus, here also plus, plus plus plus. 4 x will be with this, plus minus minus, plus minus minus. 3 x will be with this, minus 12. Then you had 3 terms, now you got 4 terms. This middle term you have split it into 2 more terms. Okay, now 4 terms, we'll take suitably a variable or number common from here. Similarly in the other 2. Now x square means here first of all number, here 1, here 4, 1 and 4, 1 is common. Then x square 2x, here 1x. Okay, 2x, from 2x if I take 1x common from x square, x into x, 1x gone outside, 1x is left. X already gone outside, what is left here? Plus 4. Check it once again, plus plus plus, this sign is no sign means plus, here also plus, plus plus plus, x into x, x square, correct, here plus, plus plus plus, x into 4, 4x. What I was saying in the previous question, that if I get x plus 4 here, I must get here also x plus 4. So which number should be taken common now from these two, so that this minus 36 and minus 12 will be your correct number in the previous line. So first of all, since I am taking x here only, I should write the number 3. 3 into x, 3x, 3 into 4, 12. Numbers are correct. Sign. Since I got here minus, I will take here minus common. See how? All the terms. Minus plus minus, 3 into x minus 3x. Minus plus minus, 3 4s are 12. So minus 12. Now in this line, x plus 4 is there in both. So what you can do, this x plus 4 will take outside. X plus 4 taken outside. What is left here? This has gone outside. What is left here? X. This x plus 4 gone outside. What is left here? Minus 3. So we got this now as the product of these two factors. So this is your required factorization, and this is just a revision, because I hope you remember, you have learned this in class 8. Okay, so you go through this explanation once again. I am starting the exercise for this question of factorization. Okay, thank you.